Ooh, let's see.
Hey, ooh, hey, try me, my fight, fence, fuck, all sirens, heavy fat, tight, pop, molly, mic, I got clicks of white, ice in my bitch, right, nice, and I do fight, dice, on my dick, like a bite.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Real Gaming coming back with another video, and today in this video we got a celestial DPS for y'all boys today. And before we even get straight into the video, y'all already know what I'm about to say, man. We've been doing really good on some likes lately, and the views lately, and the support and everything lately. So if we can hit about I mean, you guys hit 50 on the last video, so I'm gonna just go back down again. Let's just say if we can hit 35, 40, 45 likes on this video, then I'll really appreciate it coming out with another video. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about Celestial. Celestial, people think it's a slept on power because, shoot, I don't even know why, man. People, the one drawback I can say with Celestial, Plague. Just because it has a slow animation, people think it's not a good power, it's only good for healing, blah blah blah. No, man, even without the whole animation thing or whatever, Celestial hits hard. It's good on the healer side, and it's amazing on the DPS. DPS hits like a truck, man. And I'm gonna just stop bragging about it, man. I'm gonna talk about the single target first and then go into the melee. So let me just get to my single target loadout really quick. I'm running Defile, Heat Vision, Robot Sidekick, Divine Light, Neo Venom, and Plague. Only need one in your weapon, only one in your movement. These are my iconics. I'm running these three. Stat points, remember to put the rest into your might, because with the update they buffed up the might. So max these two out and put the rest into your might and power, then max out whatever in your choice. Alright, so before I even get into the loadout, I'm just going to talk about my white mods really quick. I'm running with 63.2k might, and that's just because I'm running 4 pieces of elite gear. I'm running replenishing adapter for the weapon. I need to change this head socket, but put on Neo Venom. Escalating might, berserk, core strength for that 2%, retribution, and retribution, you can take out Defile if you want and put on retribution so you can get the heal. That's optional if you like. Feet piece, I have dashing combos just in case if I want to do something with tornado pool, whatever. But in this, I'll prefer Tumbling Master, the OP waist. Hands, I'm running max damage, no shoulders, and face piece. Arts are all 200. If you don't have 200 arts, I mean, something else you can replace. You can put on the Lamort card, or you can put on the book if you don't have the solar amplifier. Some people in the comments ask about, oh, can I run Gemini, blah blah blah. Gemini, yes and no. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't prefer to run it because you're popping basically half a supercharge for every time you use it. So I mean, unless it's a 25%er, then go with it. But in my opinion, just stick to your 3 main artifacts, which are solar, trans, and strat. Alright, so I'm gonna get straight into the loadout. Alright, so the way to do the loadout, I mean, it's just basically straightforward. But the way I've seen it is I get a lot more crits on the second rotation I do, or the second or third rotation I would do. So basically, my sidekicks already popped. I'll start off with Plague, do my full Plague combo, Divine Light, Defile, and then Heat Vision. And then I'll just go back into the rotation. And as I'm hitting Defile again, I'll go into Heat Vision. And then I'll do Divine Light. Clip it with Plague. And then just go down the rotation. It's basically a straightforward loadout. Not really many kicks or tricks to it, in my opinion. I mean, you see, I'm not even trying to do the loadout. I'm already hitting a 48, man. So you guys just see an example of the rotation. Alright, so unfortunately my voice didn't get saved in this clip right here, but it's just me doing a parser. I basically was in my base because I got ninja invited to a group and they needed my help. So I was just basically recording the parser right there. Basically, as you guys can see, I did a 29 for the first, and every rotation I do, it always starts off small and then it gets higher and higher. But then at 39, what did I hit on this one? I think it was a 40 something. Yeah, 47. But yeah, Celestial, single target, hits hard. Might base wise, hits like a truck. And then I think the last parcel right here was a 45. Okay, so for the melee rotation, something I like to say really quick is Whirling Dervish, you don't need it, but at the same time, it is really helpful. Let me just get straight into the rotation really quick. I have Deathmark, Plague, Wrath, and if you don't have, basically, I like to keep this slot blank, but at the same time, you can put on Divine Light, Whirling Dervish, and Speed Drain. If you don't have Whirling Dervish, or if you don't have Super Speed, you can just put on the weapon buff, and I'll explain why. And your supercharge is just optional as to whatever you like to use. Weapon, I only have one on my weapon. Super Speed, I have my movement tree going all the way to Whirling, but at the same time, if you aren't Super Speed, just put one in there. No iconics, and then just max these two out and then put the rest into your might and power. Okay, so the way you'll do this rotation is, let me come to the Spartan targets really quick. The way I'll start it is you'll go into your Divine Light and then weapon buff like so. Go into your Deathmark, Plague, and then Wrath. That's basically how you will start off the loadout. And the thing is, some people say, why use the weapon buff, why use Deathmark? Well, popping the weapon buff and Divine Light together makes it so you can have a fast animation to your next move, which will be Deathmark. And the reason I use Deathmark is because Deathmark hits hard alone when the bubble explodes, but at the same time, you're going to be clipping this damage onto your Plague. So when you're done with Plague, the Deathmark bubble explodes too, which is just a ton of crazy burst damage. The way you can mix up this loadout too, and you can do it this way, which is after you're done popping your Deathmark and Plague, or after you're done popping your Deathmark, you can clip Plague and Divine Light together, so it's just a lot of burst damage at once. So this is what it will look like. Deathmark and get that bubble, and then Plague and Divine Light. Then you just go straight into the rotation. And then some people say, why have the weapon buff? Well, exactly, so you wouldn't need the weapon buff. So something you can exchange your weapon buff for is maybe the robot sidekick, but that's just basically the way I'll do it if I didn't have Whirling Dervish. Okay, so now let me just show you guys what it looks like with Whirling Dervish. So the way you'll do this rotation, and it's gonna look so easy, and it's just gonna be a lot of damage. So the way you do this rotation, it's just straightforward. It's just Deathmark, get that bubble going, and then you do the Plague animation or the whole Plague combo, and then you just go into Whirling Dervish after. And then you guys see, I mean, Deathmark and Plague, they go pair and pair together, and then Whirling Dervish just basically finish it all. I mean, and you're gonna be hitting hard. You see, I'm already hitting hard. I'm not like putting any effort into it, honestly. And then the thing is, you guys see I have Wrath of the Presence on there as well. So the way you will mix up Wrath of the Presence is you'll basically, let me get out of combat really quick. So the way since I'm out of combat, the way I'll use Wrath of the Presence in this loadout is I'll go from left to right. So Deathmark, Plague, then Wrath, and then Whirling Dervish. And then it's just basically that simple. There's not really that much effort to Celestial, like I said, if you're using Whirling Dervish, but at the same time, I messed up the combo, but at the same time, it does a lot of damage. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys really quick. Let me lock onto the middle. And with Celestial, or first I'm going to show you guys my might, 63.3k. With Celestial, you're applying the PI, so of course the first one is always going to be the smallest parser, then it's just going to grow from there. There we go. $51. $55. I messed up. 63, and now I'm gonna do one more. and then 79. So that's basically an average on, or that's just basically a look on how my 10-second parsers are going with Celestial. Nothing really that big or too small with it. At the same time, Celestial, it does fluctuate, so at the same time I can't really get an accurate read on it. I'm going to be having some clips going on, and at the same time, the clip that I'm about to show you is in a new raid, blah blah blah. I didn't even know the dude was Prek. So that's just my only defense to what you guys are about to see. But at the same time, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying my video so far, and let's keep the numbers going. And without further ado, let's get straight into the clips, y'all boys.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can